Every icon you admire was once broke and ready to quit. Not just struggling, but straight up failing, embarrassing themselves, doubting everything, but they didn't stop. That's the only difference. Success isn't magic, it's momentum stacked on top of mistakes. Everyone wants the glow up, but no one talks about the awkward phase. The phase where you launch something and no one shows up, the phase where your parents say, "So when are you getting a real job?" You're not failing, you're building. Let's talk about that for real. Let's talk about the part they don't show on Instagram. Oprah, fired from her first job, told she wasn't fit for TV, the queen of talk shows, was once told to stop talking. Walt Disney, fired for lacking imagination, now his imagination has its own zip code. Thomas Edison, 1,000 failed light bulbs before the one that worked. He said, "I didn't fail, I just found 1,000 ways that didn't work." Colonel Sanders, rejected over 1,000 times before someone took his chicken recipe. Now KFC is on almost every continent. You see the success, you don't see the silence before the success. Steve Jobs, fired from the company he started, came back, changed the world. You don't need a perfect start, you need relentless follow through, the ugly start. That's where the gold is. Jim Carrey used to sleep in a van, wrote himself a $10 million check, post-dated it 5 years. 5 years later, cashed it from Dumb and Dumber. Everyone laughed at his dreams until they paid to watch them. Michael Jordan didn't make varsity in high school. He cried in his room. Then he trained like a madman. He didn't quit. He upgraded. J.K. Rowling, single mom, on welfare, rejected 12 times. Now she's richer than the queen. The key? Don't stop when it gets dark. That's when the story starts to shine. You're not behind. You're just early. You're not late, you're loading. It's okay to be lost. Legends start off clueless, they just move anyway. Everyone wants a breakthrough, nobody wants the breakdown, but breakdowns build you. You don't become resilient by reading books, you become resilient by failing and showing up again. Your mistakes are lessons in disguise. Every flop teaches you what not to do next time. That's how you get sharper. That's how you get dangerous. No legend ever had an easy path. They had to look dumb before they looked brilliant. You ever see old footage of The Rock wrestling in cheesy outfits? That man was committed. He didn't wait until he was perfect. He just kept showing up. That's all you need to do today. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to take one imperfect step. One cold shower, one sales call, one YouTube video, one day of not quitting. That's how momentum is born. People think motivation is hype. Motivation is survival fuel when everything sucks. It's not empty, it's energy. If your dream still lives in your chest, it's not done with you. You're still in the story, but stories don't tell themselves. You gotta show up and write the next page. Even if you failed before, even if people laughed at you, even if your last thing flopped, especially if it flopped, because now you're smarter, now you've got data, now your comeback will make sense and it'll inspire someone else. Someone's watching you quietly, waiting to see if you give up before they try. Don't quit on both of you. You're not here by accident. You've been through storms for a reason. Those wounds? They're wisdom now. You've survived 100% of your worst days. That's a perfect record. So why stop now? This isn't the time to fold. This is the time to bet on yourself again. You've got more tools now. You've got more heart. You've got a reason that matters. Purpose beats fear every single time. The world doesn't need perfect. The world needs you, raw, real, relatable. Show your scars. Show your process. That's what inspires people, not your filters, your fire. People follow your consistency, not your highlight reel. So post again, speak again, try again. Be brave enough to look ridiculous. That's how legends are born. You're not broken, you're just building. Your mess will be someone else's map. And your failures might be the funniest stories in your future keynote. So like this video, subscribe, and comment with your funniest failure because that's where real success begins.